Hi, this is Amy from Good Food Unearthed, and I want to share with you an article I wrote recently called Why Your Voice Matters. Communication, expression, free will. How guarded have you become in expressing who you are? How restricted, limited, and tight are you when you decide how to think, how to speak, and how to act? Are you constantly adapting yourself so as not to be offensive in any way to another? Are you constantly being critical of anyone who does not restrict themselves in the same way that you have done? Are you feeling more free and authentic for all of that effort? Or are you more sensitive, more easily offended, more easily upset by how others are living their lives, more outwardly focused, concerned about how others view you and how others should be behaving according to your perception? Let me tell you a secret about communication, expression, and free will, and how once you know this secret, you will let go of all false restraints and truly start living a free and authentic life. Let me set up an example to demonstrate how communication is a process of folding and unfolding between two unique worlds. You are sitting down with me and we're having a conversation. We are together in verse. What happens? There is a formless concept coming from space and silence. It takes on a frequency and proceeds to form into a thought in your mind, morphing into a language, a set of keys you are familiar with and have certain associations with. Each letter is a form that holds codes, imprints, and these imprints are specific to your experience and your resonance. These thought forms will then further develop into spoken or written word forms. The verse. This imprint you created is 100% unique to you. Only you could create it as you have done. And now, once the form is created and released by you, it interacts with space and silence again. Communication or conversation is totally dependent on listening, open, non judgmental receptivity of a specific impression delivered couched in silence. Silence is the space, unformed, where everything and no thing exist. It is the pregnant blackness of all that is, has been, and ever will be. All the possibilities and all the probabilities. Your uniquely created imprints that have channeled through you, been formed and patterned and created into this package, must go through again this space and interact with that and be influenced by each of our resonating frequencies as well as whatever else is present. This space also holds wisdom. Wisdom is present when me, as the listener, perceives the imprint and asks myself, what is this person trying to convey truly? What is it at the heart of this imprint beyond the tangled mess or the stunted formation that was created? How can I most beneficially respond or not based on what I've received and how I've perceived it? You see, when you release your imprint, it is packaged in the form you created, altered by whatever else is present, and I, as the listener, may or may not have receptors to unpack it fully. Most people will not have all of the same receptors as you would have for that imprinted package. So they will only have their own special keys that will unlock certain aspects of the imprint. And yet, this is enough for them wherever they are on their own journey. They will receive what they are able to, and they will perceive that in a way that is meant to be perceived by them. Some may actually receive all of the imprint and more, even seeing beyond your own intentions and conceptions. They can see the other aspects that existed in the space and the silence that have helped to form this concept. They can see the dominant probabilities or the other possibilities that may not be so strong but are playing into that, and what choices can be made from seeing all of that dance going on in this conversation. Whatever happens as a result, the process of unfolding, unpacking, and receiving an imprint occurs, and the receiver will view whatever they get, whatever they perceive, at the frequency that they themselves resonate with at that specific moment in time. So, yes, express yourself freely with no demands to be accepted as you think you should be or to be understood as you think you should be. See what happens. Create, inform, but then let it go and let it become a wonder in the world as it plays multiple roles for various people. Exert no effort to force, convert, coerce, demand, or expect another to see as you see, to speak as you speak, to act as you act. The road to hell is paved with good intentions is a statement that does not imply do not express yourself freely and be careful about what you say and how you say it. It means express yourself, but do not force. Yes, do share and speak and create in your own way, unmuted, unguarded. Then let others accept or reject what they choose for their own growth and evolution. And watch in amazement at how it all unfolds, this intricate, complex dance of life that is far more dynamic than any single person could ever know. Express yourself. Be what you want to see in the world. Be responsible only for yourself. And let others be responsible for themselves. In this way, the nature of reality will reveal itself to you through its own unfolding in a more intimate conversation than any other you will ever have. The Tao states, express yourself completely, then keep quiet. Be like the forces of nature. When it blows, there is only wind. When it rains, there is only rain. When the clouds pass, the sun shines through. If you open yourself to the Tao, you are at one with the Tao and you embody it completely. If you open yourself to insight, you are at one with insight and you use it completely. If you open yourself to loss, you are at one with loss and you can accept it completely. Open yourself to the Tao, then trust your natural responses, and everything will fall into place.